Hello everybody, what is going on, and welcome back to the Road to Glory career mode. I hope you are all doing well. In store today, there are 3 games coming up, all live. Stoke City first at home, followed by Swansea at home, and then Birmingham away. And after this, we'll set ourselves up for a grandstand finish, which should be coming your way this Friday, because we'll have 6 games remaining, and we could well be in with a shout of automatic promotion, or we might only be secure in the playoffs. Our run into the back end of the season is actually fairly okay. We don't have to face too many top tier sides in it, but there are a couple in there that we could slip up against. We have got Fulham in our last 6. I plan on playing all 6 of those games as well, maybe a couple of post-com and then 4 live games. But we'll cross that bridge at the later date once the episode does go out. For now, we've got to switch our focus over to the 3 games at hand today, because they are still massively important to us. The table, you guys know how close it's been. I'm going to jump into some training here, though, while we talk through that. And really, it's our own fault that we're not really higher up than we currently are, because we've allowed teams around us to climb back into the potential for them to get the automatic promotion spot. West Brom still running away with things. They're 6 clear of Fulham. It looks like the title is pretty much theirs, but for a major slip-up. So we'll advance the days through, and I'll see you for our first game in just a moment. So here we are then for our first game of the day, Stoke City. And you might notice, no Lopez in the starting 11. He's away on international duty, so Jones steps in to fill the spot. And Joe Hart captains the side for, I think, the first time since his move here. Because usually in Lopez's absence, McGinley's been the captain for us. But he's also not playing because Jose Antonio's back fit. But yeah, we've got to win this game. I'm pretty sure I've got goal updates on for the games that actually matter to us, and it's pretty much all of the ones in the top 6. Stoke are a very interesting story. Former Premier League club, struggled in recent years, and I want to try and pile on a bit more misery today by beating them here. Vokes up front, Tom Ince in behind the 2 strikers. Very good championship player is Ince. Shawcross still captains the side as well at this stage in our series, but it's us who get the game underway. Christian Solano plays it out to Adams, and we are off. Here is Woods into the feet of Vokes. Back heel for Oberlin. Oberlin trying to find a way into our penalty area. His pass doesn't work, but the ball's back for him. Will he get the shot away? He will. It's blocked. We can't clear it. Joe Hart with a big save inside the first 23 minutes. And that denies Stoke the opening goal in the game. But it should have been dealt with much sooner, as Josh Timon comes in with a challenge there on Saka to win it back. And that pass will not get past Jose Antonio. A little bit of nerves, though, on showing this opening half for us, because we didn't defend very well at all there, as Solano now finds the way ball forward towards El Ghazi. El Ghazi back to Solano. Christian Solano sends it wide. Corner ball, Saka to deliver as the keeper comes out, makes the punch, Federici. Now Lacerda looking for a shot maybe from the edge of the area. And that kind of shows you how this game has gone so far. Both teams very, very even. Not a lot to separate us. Elsewhere, Brentford 2-0 up in their game, and Middlesbrough and West Brom currently 0-0. So they are the scorelines in the games that we were interested in, but 0-0 here as well. And for being honest, we don't look like really scoring at this moment in time. This is what happens when you're missing your best player. And Saka hasn't really got going in this game, and he is one of the players who's had a pretty good season for us. And unless he really does find his rhythm in the next sort of 10-15 minutes, we might end up with a 0-0 draw here. But actually, we've got a defender. Josh Timon, left-hand side, looking for a cross. Mitchell not allowing that just yet. And he goes back towards Woods. And the thing is, as well, if you look at the way the 2 teams are defending, neither side willing to take a risk right now in order to win this game. And this could well be the chance, maybe. Lacerda down this left-hand side for El Ghazi, but he's got so much to do still. He turns on the right foot, and where El Ghazi, the on-running Curtis Jones with a shot. Blocked, I mean, he came back off the post. And Solano is there for the tap-in. Forest Green 1, Stoke City 0. He wasn't blocked. He came back off the woodwork, I meant to say. And that is the goal we were waiting for. Not the best way to get it in the world. I'm sure Solano won't complain, though. It's a simple tap-in for him to have. Controlled the ball after it came back to him. And Curtis Jones was quite unlucky, actually, to not find the target with a left-footed shot. Excellent work down this wing from El Ghazi, though. Keeping his nerve to find the cutback. Timon wasn't far away, actually, from getting a foot to that and maybe clearing it. But that's the breakthrough. Stoke, what response have you got? All we've got to do now is see out this game, as Brentford are now 4-0 up in their game. Jones is in again. And this time he will not be denied. It is 2-0. You wait for a goal and 2 come along at once. Curtis Jones gets it. But it's made by Solano. He's just trying to work space for a shot, realises it's not on, knows where he needs to put that ball and hopes that it's into the right area. And there it is, Curtis Jones' first time on the finish. And as Stoke push men forward, looking for a way back into this match, they may have just cost themselves a third goal. El Ghazi! Not able to find it. It's so unfortunate for him as well, because he does the right thing. He sizes up the goalkeeper, then looks to that near post. And if it was a little bit more to the right-hand side, his right, of course, that would have been 3, and he'd have been on the score sheet. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, because we are going to get the win from this game. Tebo's ball into the middle, Ince with the header, and it will go down as a chance, but Tom Ince, I don't think is the player you want in the box there for the header. Maybe if that's Vokes, that's 2-1, but there is full time anyway. Game 1 over and done with, and it is 3 points onto the board for us. Keeping up with the teams around us, that's the big thing we've got to be trying to do right now, especially in the scenario we are in. On to Swansea. Quite incredibly, Middlesbrough just beat West Brom. So that actually throws them now, potentially, into the pack, which could well open up a race for the title. Fulham are 3 points behind them. This is insane. I mean, I wrote them off. I said West Brom were already champions. Well, that result means that they actually could be caught. And Brentford are not as high up as I thought they were, so that result really didn't matter to us that they won their last game by 4-0. But for us next then, we now have 2 games back-to-back, which should be 3 points in each. We've got Swansea first, just outside the relegation zone, fighting with our very next opponent after that, Birmingham City. So this should be 6 points from 6. And if results elsewhere go in our favour, there is potential we could actually be top of the table by the end of today, which is just stupid to think. But we won't worry about it just yet. Let's head into game because, as we know, anything is possible. We could well end up losing one of these 2 games right here that you'd expect us to win comfortably. And then that will throw a whole different spanner into the works. I think Lopez is back, so we are going to put him straight back into the team. Jones needs a little bit of a rest. Yes, he is. Welcome back, Diego. So let's do that. I'm actually going to keep Jones off the bench as well, just to give him a proper rest. And of course, we'll give the captaincy back to our main man. Let's get into the game. Solano into the feet of El Ghazi, who's already in the penalty area. Anwar El Ghazi across for Lopez. It's taken 7 minutes, and the struggling Swansea City, yet again, might well be in a little bit of a difficult situation today, because I was coming into this game fully expected us to win this. I didn't even realise we were playing at home as well. So we have that too. You know, we've got home advantage. We're up the other end of the table. We should have no problems with this game. And I can already see why Swansea are down near the relegation zone. It was far too simple. When El Ghazi's in that box, nobody is picking up the on-running Lopez. He has the tap in. He's been back for a matter of 7 minutes from Spain duty and already scored the goal. West Brom replied to losing that game against Middlesbrough by going a goal ahead against Hull, but all of a sudden Swansea are in with an opportunity, and it is taken by Selena. It is 1-1. I'm stunned. Out of nothing. It just came out of nowhere. Facer there doesn't do himself the most glory in the world with that attempted tackle. But then Selena, completely unmarked at the near post, squeezes it past Joe Hart, and it's 1-1. I was thinking about the possibility maybe of us pretty much smashing Swansea here and making this like 4 or 5-0. Essentially to give us momentum heading into what could be a title race. Not just the automatic promotion race. But with that goal going in, that might just give them the confidence they need to maybe get something out of this game. Because that swings the dynamic a little bit. Here is the goal scorer for Swansea. Plays a 1-2 with Ribeiro. He's actually in the box and he finds Asoro, who drags his shot wide. What's going on? Swansea could have been 2-1 in front. Selena played the 1-2. I hope it's Selena, and I'm not saying it wrong. It could be Chelina. But in any case, should never get through like that. And arguably should have shot himself. Instead, he does a selfless thing. Lays it to Asoro, who has his shot, but doesn't really connect with the ball all too well. Peterson finds Selena, and the mistakes creeping into our game. And this is what we do generally when we end up giving points away that we should secure. Jose Antonio with the challenge, now finds Adams. Adams finds Lopez. We've got a minute until half-time. Diego spots Saka. Saka can bring the ball under control and try and turn to find the opportunity. Diego, fake shot, can't get through. And that will take us into half-time. 1-1 from the new lawn. Fulham in front elsewhere. West Brom in front elsewhere. So we have to win. We've got to find the goal to win this game. Here is Adams down the line for Saka. We've got a triple change at the ready. Saka to Solano. Solano takes the touch into the penalty area. And he's put it wide. Christian Solano is having a nightmare recently. Oh, yes, he's still scored in the last few games. But these are the chances that he should be hitting the target with. At least test the goalkeeper. The change comes through. Gelhardt is on for Solano. We've got Chong on for Saka. And we've also got Kolpani on for Adams. We're going for this game, but it's just been so scrappy since we took that lead. I mean, that pass there shows you we've got to be better in that scenario. Have we got one last attack innards? Gelhardt finds El Ghazi. El Ghazi! We needed him now more than ever. And his shot was not in the corner. It was straight at Northide, who makes the save. And that is going to be it, my friends. We are going to drop points at home to struggling Swansea City in what could be the last time that we could have been in the title race, unless for this. Gelhardt's shot is blocked. You've got to be joking. Oh, that's it. It's 1-1. It is just a single point. Fulham winning elsewhere moves them 5 clear of us. West Brom winning elsewhere will move them 8 clear of us. Why do I always jinx it? I said before kickoff we'd slip up maybe, and we did. We did. Do you know what? He started off the best way possible as well. Lopez, 7 minutes in, scored. So I forgot to actually take into account the point that we gained for that draw. So I got it wrong. We are actually only 4 behind Fulham and 7 behind West Brom. But even so, it feels like we need a miracle now for us to get back into the automatic promotion spot. We're going to need someone out there to do us a favour by beating Fulham. I actually don't know what their running looks like. We'll have a look at that towards the end of today's video. Birmingham City up next. I don't want to say and jinx this, but if we lose this game or fail to win it, in fact, kiss automatic promotion goodbye. Well, Swansea, they got a point. Surely not. Surely it won't happen twice in a row. We must not allow Birmingham to dominate the early part of this game, because that will get the home fans behind them. But Mitchell, up from right back, has run all the way into the penalty area. Will get the shot away. But it was a typical defender's shot. Easy for Stockdale to deal with. And now, that is a great release, because Mitchell's out of position and Bailey can attack down this left-hand side where Mitchell left. The cross into the area is cleared away by Jose Antonio, as Mitchell will play the easy ball to Lopez. Again, though, Fulham just gone in front. They're relentless. They don't give us anything. They're beating Sunderland by a goal to 0 already. We have to watch out as well, because we've got quite a few players not fully fit. This game came a couple of days after that Swansea one. So we are going to have to make changes throughout this match. Adams sees Lopez. Can't find the ball through towards him, though. Kubo back towards Johnston. How is this happening? Birmingham are in front. Come on, man. We're just crumbling when it matters most. They've come into this game and they're not playing like a bottom 3 side. Let me tell you that. Or maybe it's just because we're not performing like a top 6 side. Could also be. But we're behind. Oh, we've thrown it away right at the end. We cannot afford to not win this game. Otherwise, it'll make a very, very boring last episode, won't it? Because the script is there to be written effectively. It would be one of the greatest comebacks I could think of in terms of this series. We did an incredible one in, I think it was at League 2. And then now we're in a scenario where we could pull it all. Oh, Sunderland have got a goal back against Fulham. Yes. Oh, what a ball in. Oh, Lopez, where are you going? The ball's behind you. Chong with the delivery. It was a header that was basically a tap-in. Right, well, Sunderland have just scored, so that gives a little bit of inspiration. Let's make this happen. Jones, not quite what we're looking for. Oh, Facer, what is that for a touch, mate? And hang on a second, because Lukas Jukovic is in. Lukas Jukovic squares it. Oh, what a save, Joe Hart. Offside flag goes up anyway. Adams finds Lopez in the centre of the pitch. Diego works the space really well. And that is what he brings to this team. 5 minutes until half-time. It is an equalising goal, and boy, did we need it. Forgot to give him the captain's armband before we kicked off today. I keep forgetting to do that. That is one of my most annoying traits during this series, not remembering to give him back the most important bit about it. But nevertheless, it was a captain's goal. And it is one that we thoroughly needed. Right then, time to kick on and win this game. Preston North End 2, West Brom 0. I'm not even joking. I'm stunned, but there's still the job to do here for us. Adams looks for Lopez. Lopez, get there, please. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. He just had to breathe on the ball and change the direction, and Stockdale would have been beaten. We've got to keep an eye on Lopez as well because his fitness-wise is not looking phenomenal. Solano to Chong. Lopez about to go off for El Ghazi. Chong towards the byline. Towards Lopez. No! That was the chance. We should have taken the touch. We should have taken the touch. 12 minutes left. Adams towards the feet of Solano. Turns. Solano. That was meant to go into the penalty area towards Jones or El Ghazi, one of those two to score, but it didn't quite work out like that. And as time ticks away, there's a goal. Fulham 4, Sunderland 2. You're joking, right? Also, West Brom have just got a goal back as well against Preston, so that could easily swing the other way, and it could well end up being a West Brom win. It was 2-1 last time we got a confirmation of that. Jukovic inside our penalty area. Goal for Birmingham would be disastrous. Kubo into the hands of Joe Hart. Quick release, maybe. We need it. Adams now into the feet of Solano. This is the problem, though. There is still a lot of bodies back for Birmingham. They're not really committing forward to try and find a way to win this game. As that ball out towards Chong. We need to try and find a chance. Chong towards the area. Saka collects it. Bukayo Saka. Saka wide with the chance. He's had such a quiet episode today as that man. And he has been a standout performer all season. But today's not been his day. And it's seemingly not going to be our day either. 2 minutes left of the 90. And are we about to throw it away? El Ghazi, Solano. Wait a minute. Solano! Oh my goodness me. We needed him. And he's provided. Stockdale's release of the goal kick was won in the air by Chong. El Ghazi then picked up the pieces, fed Solano, who's thumped it in the back of the net to make it Forest Green 2, Birmingham 1. I will show you as well, because that was a thunderous finish from Solano. I mean, incredible scenes. I still don't think it's enough, because I'm pretty sure that the two above us have ended up coming back in their games. Seconds left, and there is the full-time whistle. It finishes Birmingham 1, Forest Green 2. It's a vital 3 points, but based on the performances we've shown today, I have already conceded that we'll probably be playing in the playoffs this season for the opportunity to play in the Premier League. I don't think we've been quite good enough to suggest that we are going to win all 6 games next time out, and that's all that's left, really. So let's take a look at the table quickly and sign off today's video. Here we are then. 40 games played, 6 to go. 4 points is the gap. Fulham, 4-2 win against Sunderland, and for West Brom, they couldn't manage the comeback. They lost 3-1 in the end to Preston, who are currently sat in 5th place. So, yeah, it's still all to do. Now, I'm going to take a quick look and see who is playing who in the final few games. So, oh, yeah, I forgot. We've got to play Fulham. Must-win game to start the next episode. That's going to be the biggest game we've played this season, it feels like, with how things are currently going. Where do West Brom play? They play against Sheffield Wednesday, who are down in 16th, so that should be 3 points for them. Moving into the next games of the next one, we've got Blackburn, and the other two have got Stoke, and then Birmingham, who we just beat, of course. Then we've got Wigan, Fulham, Sheffield Wednesday, West Brom, Millwall. They then have Reading. I mean, you can see the draws, the games as they pop up. But yeah, pretty much it rests on that Fulham game next time out. And even if we win that, we'll still be a point behind them. But we've got to win it. We've got to win that game. Swansea are playing West Brom in the near future. Middlesbrough, Fulham will be an interesting one. And then on final day, they have Millwall. We have got Hull, and West Brom play Birmingham. It's going to be a very, very, very interesting episode on Friday for you. And I cannot wait to see how this season will end. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it today, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a huge thank you for all of your support on the channel. It means the world to me to see all the good stuff that you guys leave, the comments, the likes, and of course the subscriptions as well. If you're not subscribed already, by the way, please do so by hitting the button down below. Over 70% of you who watch my videos are not actually subscribed in the last month. So what are you doing? It's free after all. But yeah, if you're not already, please do hit that subscribe button down below. It only takes a few seconds and it will get us one step closer to 100k. But until next time, have a great day, have a great evening, stay safe, and I will see you all again with another video, hopefully tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow. See you all then. Adios.